We're at Spearfish High School with Aaron Nida, their head track and field coach. Another season is underway. You've got a lot of great athletes here, Coach. But first, let's talk about your assistants.
We've got a pretty new staff this year. I have two assistants back from last year. So Coach Van Diest, Andy Van Diest, is our distance coach. He's been with me for a lot of years now. Does a great job with our distance programs, and that's the group with the biggest numbers right now. And that's testament to what he does with the kids and with that. So I'm happy to still have him here. Remy Winchus is going into third year. She's the girls sprint coach and does a nice job of keeping me organized and on track with things. So I really appreciate her help on stuff. Some of our new ones, Cody Milborn, through at BH and the University of Wyoming. She's working with our throwers this year. And Ben Schultz was the basketball coach, but he also had a lot of track experience in college and stuff. He's going to be working with the long and triple jumpers. And Garrett Snook, he's works at BH, but he's also kind of double time and doing some work with our boys sprinters, helping out this year with those guys. And then Taylor Frederick was a former BH hurdler who's helping with the hurdles this year. Steve Gabriel, one of the other teachers coached with in football and stuff, he's going to work with the high jumpers this year. So that's kind of our paid staff that we have right now. Finally got it filled. It was, but a lot of new faces, but it's, I think, a lot of hardworking professionals that'll do a good job with that. And we do have a couple volunteers. Sully Mack, thrower for BH, is coming over 3 or 4 days a week when he's can and helping with coach the throwers, and he's been doing a great job with our kids. Katie Burkhartsmeyer is a former runner that is just interested in being involved, and she's helping Coach Van Diest with the distance kids. And then Cassie Myers, our former long jump coach, who had a baby, so that's why she stepped down this year, but she's still coming over once or twice a week to help with the practices and stuff. So right now I think we're got our staff set. We've got some good volunteers to help and some good coaches that are working hard to help their athletes.
Coach, approximately how many athletes you got out for track and field?
This year we were just a little bit over 100. We have 60-some girls and 40-some boys.
And Coach, you already got things started with the meet down in Rapid City.
Yeah, we had some nice things happen in Rapid. On the boys' side, Jaden Guthmiller ran well in the 100, and Andy ran well in the 2, and we're working on the 4 this year, so I'm happy with that. And Braden Delhoyd did a nice job in the high jump. We're working through some injury stuff right now, but I think he's going to be pretty good. And then Caleb Brannick and Max Ingen both ran pretty well, better times this year. As they get older and mature, they're getting faster. So they were part of the school record 4x1 last year, so they're back, and so I'm kind of happy to see that. Our hurdlers on the boys' side stepped up pretty well. Nathan Allred and Jaden Olson both dropped time off of last year and made it through the short hurdle race with their 3-step and looked strong, and I was really impressed with the improvement we saw even early on this year compared to last year. So it was a nice thing. Brody Janvrin, he didn't have a very good meet down there, but he's been vaulting pretty well in practice, and he just kind of had a rough day, but I think we'll see some good things from him in the pole vault. And then Evan Vergetz in the 800, one of the distance kids is we got some high hopes and expectations for him. I think he's going to step up this year. And then Hunter Walters didn't make that meet, but he's another sprinter that's working pretty well in the practice and stuff. And then Isaiah Lejo was one of our throwers that we're hoping that he can kind of put some things together this year. On the girls' side, Peyton Van Diest, 8th grader, but she's quality distance runner, ran some good races and coming back from last year. Anna Hoffman had a great meet, won both hurdles and the 200. Her speed as well is better this year, and I think she's going to improve more. She's just a hard-working kid that works really hard and does a lot of good things. Gretchen Adamski was our pole vaulter. She set the new school record, 10:10, and she can probably go higher than that. But that was we were happy with that, and she's been vaulting well this spring. Avery Kirk didn't make the meet, but she's back this year with the high jump. So she was second in state last year, so we have some, high expectations there with her. Josie Tobin was one I needed. She ran really well in the 400 at the meet, and I knew she could do it, but I didn't realize this early that she would run as fast as she did. So that was a really nice surprise there. And then we've got some other 8th graders that we've brought up: Sarah Sanford, Anna Taglioli, and Reese Nida. Sierra and Anna are our distance kids, first mid-distance long sprinter types, and they're doing a great job. Reese went 10.6 in the pole vault, was a PR for her, and so that was some good things. And then some others that I kind of want to mention: Corey Kyle, another distance kid that's factoring in to be looking at some places especially at the conference, but possibly at state and stuff. And then some of our older kids that are battling some injury right now and sickness: Veda Peterson, Sophie Guthmiller. I think once they kind of get past some stuff right now, I think they're going to be good team leaders for us, or I'm hoping so. And then Maddie Donovan is another one I wanted to mention that is coming back in our distance crew. So the girls are pretty well rounded right now, have a lot of depth in some areas, and we've team-wise got some pretty high hopes for how we're going to be.
Coach, coming up Thursday, April 6th, is the Queen City Classic. You guys do a great job with that meet.
Yeah, looking at the weather, I'm a little bit worried right now. The forecast doesn't look very good. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 inches of snow, and then not warming up. So we're going to cross our fingers that forecast moves a little bit and we're able to have it. I think we're probably slated at having 30 to 35 teams coming. BH is going to work with us this year and kind of help put that on a little bit. So hopefully we can improve some things from the past, or make it easier on us to a certain extent on getting things set up, and then they'll get some benefit for their track team with that. So it's a big meet. It's probably like one of the first big meets of the year, and we get a lot of kids from out of state, and it's kind of a fun meet to see different people and see where we're at when you get the high end competition.
All right, Coach. Good luck this year.
Thank you.